Basketball, you betcha I'm back, and it's two-a-days, and you know we doing it for the game that you love to play. It is the Daily Trainer, and I'm ready to give you what you need, guaranteed to succeed. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, Basketball U, as we continue to give you everything that has to do with basketball. Remember to tell a friend, because there may be somebody that has a question and we might have the answer right here on the channel. All right, if you've been joining us in our two-a-days, we've already gotten after it quite a bit, and we got a lot of workouts. And hey, we're about to get to 365 sooner than you can blink, right? So speaking of that, let's get right into it. First thing I want to do, okay, is we're going to kind of warm up those shoulders and those arms with ball wraps. Okay, so we're wrapping that ball around our head, wrapping that ball around our waist, wrapping that ball around our legs. Okay, we're only going to do it 2 times each for 30 seconds. It's going to be a quick warm up, and then we're dribbling stationary for a little bit, and then we're going to dribble through cones. Okay, so we worked on layups earlier and just kind of finishing around the basket and coming from different angles. And now we're strictly going to just work that dribble. Okay, so first things first is we are going to dribble stationary. You got your right hand pounds low, you got your right hand pounds mid, you got your right hand pound high. Then we're all going to do that on the left side again. We got 30 seconds each. Okay, then we're going to work our in and out dribble. Okay, we're going across our body. Then we're going to work it going forward and backward on the side of us. Okay, then we're going to work our simple crossover with both hands. Then we're going to work alternating through the legs, and we're also going to work through the legs at the same time, and we're going to work behind the back. So all of these things are in 30-second intervals, and we're going to make sure we do them to the point of where we feel comfortable with our dribble. Now, stationary is good, but we definitely are going to have to move. Some other stationary dribbles that you can do if you want to put in a little extra work today is going to be through the legs behind the back, through the legs crossover, crossover through the legs. You can cross and go through. You can in and out through the legs, cross it over. And lastly, you can go crossover through the legs and behind the back. Okay, so all of these things you can do for extra work and extra time if you need to. Just continue to pound that basketball. If you have to keep your head down, that's okay, but we do prefer that you keep your head up so you can start seeing the floor and making plays. Dribbling through cones. This is going to be a big one for you. So remember, when no one's guarding us, it's really easy to dribble. And when we don't have to move, it's pretty easy to dribble too. But now we have to throw a couple things in front of you to get you to understand that there's going to be objects in your way pretty much every time you play. So you need to train that way as well. And so with these cones, it's just going to help you with your footwork. Think of it as a ladder drill with the basketball. Okay. We want to keep our feet chopping. We want to keep our feet moving. We want to keep them active in case we have to suddenly change direction. We want to stay low and engaged in our move, and we want to be ready for the next thing coming. So we're going to just go in and out simple on the cones. Okay, right hand and left hand. We're going to do it 2 times through every time when we go through these cones. Then we're going to do our simple crossover. Then we're going to go our simple through the legs. Then we're going to do our simple behind the back. Then I want you to combine those. Okay, so when you go through the first set of cones, boom, you're going to cross over. Then you go through the second set of cones, you're going to go through the legs. Third set of cones, behind the back, and then repeat it as you continue, and then come back. And if you want to mix it up and go behind the back first, then through the legs, then cross over, be my guest. I don't want you to become robotic in a way of where you only do a certain move at a certain period of time of the game. I want you to have your creativity. Creativity is key, as we still live in a world where everyone copies what they see, but also you need to have your own game as well. Okay, that's what makes the NBA so unique, right? Every player has their own type of game, even though you see similarities, whether it's an old player type of skill set that a new player has, or a new player has brought something to the game. Okay, so with saying that, I want you to then work on your 2 dribble combinations. So you'll go crossover through the legs crossover, and you'll go behind the back crossover. You'll even go in and out crossover. Okay, and then I do want to see through the legs behind the back as well. And remember, we're going 2 times through, and you just want to keep your feet moving. You want to keep them active. You want to keep your eyes up as you continue to see the cones when you're dribbling, which will give you a little bit better vision as you're trying to understand how to look in an area without actually moving your head to do so. Okay, and then we want to get into some more dribbling, but we now want to make it more game effective and moving in the game. Okay, so the key here is, now we've understood how to do the move. We know how to get around an object on it. Now let's make it a live situation, because we don't get as many dribbles as we're taking in a drill in the game. So let's get ready. Now we're gonna come from the wing, the 3-point wing. We're gonna dribble over, and we're gonna work our crossover, and we're gonna work some finishes. Okay, we have a crossover, we're gonna go through our legs, and we're gonna go behind the back. We're gonna keep it very simple here, just because doing too many moves in this area is going to give you a little bit of confusion in game. So if we can teach you how to accelerate, decelerate, and then change direction in that deceleration, you guys will be a little bit more effective in that. So the key here is staying low and engaged, ready to attack, being able to stop while going fast, being able to change direction, and then being able to pick the speed back up in the midst of you changing your direction. I want you to make 5 layups for each move, as you will be working a little bit of your layups, even though this is just strictly for dribbling. You're gonna do this on both sides. And then lastly, what I want you to work on is I want you to work on making layups off the go. Okay, and I still want you to make these same counters. So you're gonna start with your dribble on the first initial one, then you're gonna actually roll it out to yourself, catch it without traveling on the go, and make those layups as well. Okay, 5 times each on both sides again, and then I'm gonna have you finish the drill with free throws. Okay, because dribbling is cardio all by itself, so there doesn't need to be any extra cardio going in to the end of the workout. Make your 10 free throws, and then basketball you. It's been my pleasure, and I'm going to give you the opportunity to do what you need to do for the rest of your day. Thank you for joining us on 2-a-days, because it's hard just enough to work out one day, but for 2, that means you're out working the competition. And all we want you to do is come work hard and dedicate yourself to being the best version of yourself every day, as we continue to try to add value to your game. All right, basketball you, it's been a pleasure. And remember, someone's always working. Are you?